2. So good evening, DYL Massive, on the 22nd of the second month, 2022 at 7:20. No, I'm only kidding, 7:22. But anyway, listen, I'm really blessed and honored. This is going to be a real short session. We are honored. This mentor of ours, I'm not saying mentor of mine, she's our mentor, Nikki Sutherland, Chair100, has come into the DYL team to pour into us. So we are so blessed and honored. I'm just going to hand it straight over to Nikki. I know she's very, very busy. Got a lot on tonight. We've got a presentation at 9 as well. So Nikki Sutherland, thank you for joining us. I know your time is short. I'm going to hand over to you, and just so honored and blessed. So, you know, over to you, my dear. I'm going to pin you, and yeah, we've got you. Thank you, Nikki, for joining us.
Hey. Oh, wow. I always love coming over to this side of the world. I get so much love. You guys are so warm. I can see all the warm, friendly faces. This is family. I love it. I love it coming on these calls. And of course, I have to give honor to the leadership here. Dr. Marcia, shout out to her and her absence. I'm not sure if she's on the call, but oh yes, she is. We have to shout out to Dr. Marcia out there repping in South Florida. Can't wait to see you, sister. Of course, Mr. Gary Dixon, you know, heading up this amazing movement that you guys have here. And of course, my girl, Pam, shout out to you and everybody here. It's incredible to just be alongside this crew. You guys have had some good news this week. More good news. What an amazing 7 days it is going to be in the DYL group. It's incredible. It's so incredible what's going on in this camp. I mean, it's been going, the momentum started at the back of last year with winning the Costa Challenge. You guys really did show up and do that. The #1 group within the group, if you know what I'm talking about. And you guys won that Costa Challenge. And then, you know, your boy Gary, because of you guys, a group effort has hit the amazing Platinum 2000. And now he's aggressive to get everybody at Platinum 2000 and beyond as well. So, and then we have the stream of events. I don't think anybody's booked more events than the DYL crew. I mean, we've got, you know, New York, we've got West Palm, you know, South Florida. We've got, of course, Manchester. I hear we have Cornwall on the list, as well as some other places. I mean, I don't think anybody has booked the most events than this group. And so I said, you know what, let's come on here. Let's, you know, let me pour some value into you guys. And, you know, let's really set the scene of what's going to be happening in a vision for 2022 right now for this particular group. And I'm so honored and excited to be a part of it. I'm excited for what's going to be happening for all of you guys, especially because I know what's coming and all of the amazing things that's in the pipeline. But here's the thing. I want to just encourage you guys this. Very, very simple. Very simple. I was once a Platinum 150 that just didn't give up. Okay. I know most of you met me as a chairman, but I wasn't always a chairman. I was a customer at one point. I did enroll as an IBO at one point. And, you know, the rest is history. But I just want to let you know that going slow, going fast, but just go. Regardless of whether it's fast or slow, just make sure you keep going. Don't allow, you know, self-doubt to stop you, or the comparison situation. And I see, you know, two different types of people that come off the back of a promotion as big as it was for, you know, Mr. Gary Dixon to have that promotion this week. And he has said multiple times, Nikki, it was a team effort. The whole team were just behind me, you know, really encouraging and stuff like that. But I also want to say that this is the time where people start to reflect on their own personal lives. And I want to encourage you to be inspired. Don't hate. Don't hate on what's great. Learn from what's going on here. See the clues of how Mr. Gary Dixon, you know, behaves and how he's focused and how he, you know, puts the work in and the effort. I don't think anyone can disagree that this man deserves, you know, the promotion that he has, the way he is completely multitasking. You know, you wouldn't even believe that he's in the UK because most of the time he's on a EST time frame and he's up at 2, 3. There's times I'm speaking to him at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I check my phone and he's messaged me again at 8 in the morning. So I know that he has, you know, made sacrifices You know, he hasn't, you know, slept properly, I don't think, for months right now. And just the hunger and the excitement and the adrenaline. And one of the things I was teaching on my Instagram this week was in regards to how, you know, we've normalized 6 figures. And I wanted to just bring it back to, you know, bring it back to reality a little bit. We're in a society right now, we're in a group, a wealth circle where 100,000 a month is almost normal, right? We've normalized Chairman100. We've normalized making 100,000 a month. We see people that make 100,000 a month every day almost, that is almost like a minimum standard. It's the floor. We have said, you know, 100,000 a month is what we want to earn minimum. And where most people do not have even an opportunity that can make them 100,000 a month. And so we have to put in perspective that what we have here is not normal. What we have here is not what the usual people are exposed to. But what we've normalized as our floor is actually the ceiling for 95% of the world. 95% of the world cannot even fathom what we have as a floor for income. So what does that mean? That means that when we are speaking to 95% of the world, we have to have discernment on how it is that we speak. When I speak to 95% of the world, I don't speak about 100,000 a month because I know they can't fathom that level of income. What I do speak about is 1,000 a month. I speak about 2,000 a month. I speak about numbers that would be more relative to the everyday person, because if you start speaking these big numbers, what happens is people think that you're crazy. And I get it. We are a little bit crazy because we're different. You know, crazy people make crazy money, but we have to make sure that we, you know, because it's normal to us, 10,000 a month is normal to us. But 10,000 a month isn't normal to somebody else. 10,000 a month sounds like a lot of money. But here's the other part of this, is that if we're going to be speaking about a goal of, how many of you have a goal of minimum 10,000 a month this year? Just put 10,000 in the chat, right? So we all should be on a one accord here. Most people inside this space have an aspiration to have a minimum of this 10,000 a month, right? But then everybody sees what the outcome is. So the outcome of 10,000 a month is I'm able to not have to worry about bills. I can, you know, do certain things. I can buy a car that I want. I can do the house that I want. I can get that mortgage. Or we all see the outcomes of that 10,000 a month. But what most people miss out in the equation is this. I'm going to give you an equation. The first part of the equation is D. D is for desire. So what is it that you desire? One goal. It could be that 10,000 a month. That's the desire. That's only one part of the equation. Desire plus, okay, plus R, role model. D plus R, desire plus the role model. This is somebody that already has that income that you desire. So D plus R. D, the desire, plus the role model, someone who has what it is that you want. Now, here's the best part. A lot of people even have that part of the equation. Some people do. Here's the part of the equation that people miss out. Times B, behavior. All right, times B, which is the behavior of what that individual did to get to that 10,000 a month. So we have the desire. What is the desire of the heart? 10,000 a month. Plus somebody who has achieved that already. Now you find that person that's achieved that already, you study them, you watch what they do, you duplicate what it is that they do. That is now the last part of the equation, the behavior. What is the behavior of the person that is earning the income stream that you want? So you write down a list. On the left-hand side of the list, you write down what is it that you see an individual. As a matter of fact, go ahead in the chat box right now. Write down what is it that you see an individual who makes at least 10,000 a month or more doing on a daily basis. Type that into the chat box for me right now. What are the things that you can see, the behaviors? Okay, avoid words like no procrastination or consistency. What are the actual behaviors? Okay, what are the things that they do? What does persistence mean? Persistence in what? What are the actual tangible things that you see someone who is earning that level of income? They're reading. Okay, boom. So you write the word reading down. Okay, now on the right hand side, give yourself a mark. Am I reading every day? The next one, writing their goals down every day. Give yourself a mark on the other side of the paper. Am I writing my goals down every day? Okay. Okay, so be visible to the team. What does that mean? How are they visible? Be a bit more specific, Tracy. They set goals. So again, ask yourself, are you setting goals? Speaking to new people every day. Are you speaking to new people every day? Okay, helping their team. In what way are they helping their team? So that you can ask yourself that. Investing time. What does investing time actually mean? Okay, working with their mentors. And again, are you working with your mentors? So when you find somebody that is doing and has the results that you want, what you do is you list out all the actions that that individual is doing every single day that you can physically see. And then you rate yourself. Am I doing the same? Am I duplicating the behaviors of somebody who has the goal, has met the goal of what it is that I want to achieve? Now, one of the biggest things that I believe a person of 10,000 a month or above does that hasn't been on that list is events. They hold events. They run events consistently. Are you running events? Are you hosting events? Are you getting out there on it, making events? Because events stand for elevate vision and eliminate negative thoughts. Events is what got me to chairman. It wasn't the reading. It wasn't motivating people. It wasn't even speaking to my mentors. It was events. Events is what got me to chairman. Events. Now, how many events have you put on since you have started this business? When I came into this business just over 3 years ago, my first event I did in my first 4 weeks in my living room. I was so determined, so excited about this business. I called everyone that I trusted in my house. And I told them to come to my house because I had something for them. I called it Forex, football, and food. I knew that was going to tickle their taste buds. The men loved the idea of football. Forex was what I was going to talk to them about. That was my agenda. And food, we all know that the way to a lot of people's heart is through their belly. And I did this flyer with me and a very, very pretty girl that was in another part of the business. She wasn't in my team, but she was in my mentor's team. And I knew she would attract. So she was a very pretty girl. I said, listen, we're going to do this together. And I put her on the flyer next to me because I knew that would tickle some people's taste buds. So we had me and a lady called Hope. Okay, Hope, very, very pretty girl. You see, you got to think about the different types of people that you're going to have. What's going to attract them to come to your event? Don't automatically assume that more money attracts people. People are motivated by different things. So we had the food for those people that are just hungry bellies. They're just going to come for the food. We had the football for those that like competition, those that like sport. We had the Forex for those that have kind of heard about it, that they were interested in making money. And then I had Hope on the flyer because she was a pretty little thing, right? So you have to think about how you're going to get your people to the event. What is the thing that's going to ignite them to want to come? You will be surprised how many people came to the event that I said, listen, there's a lot of single ladies. You want to make sure you're in the room because there's a lot of single ladies at this event. That got them to the event. I could have been telling them about crypto till the cows come home. They didn't want, the minute I said come to the event because there's a lot of single ladies, boom, they were there. I'm going to cook, I'm going to do some chicken. Anton's going to do some, some curry goat. Boom, they were there. All they needed to hear was the food. So what's the motivation for the people that you're inviting? Make sure that it is representative on your flyer. Make sure that it's representative of the way you invite people to these events. But I was 4 weeks in. I hadn't made any money yet. All I had was a vision. And I called everyone round to my house and I said, you know, Forex, football and food. And I hit platinum 600 that day. Right? So when I see people that have so much potential, that word, potential, but you're holding back because you don't feel qualified yet. You don't feel like you can do it yet. You can. You have all of the resources that you need. You just have to take action. You just have to do the behaviors of what somebody else who has what it is that you want did. And I did that event in my first 4 weeks and I saw that worked. And guess what I did again? I told everyone, listen, I'm going to do a bigger event. And I want you to bring your family and friends, but it's not going to be here in my house this time. I'm going to get a hall. We're going to book it out. Platinum 1000 the following month. All I did was invite to events. All I did was sell my vision. Now, are you putting your best foot forward or are you making excuses in this season? Are you just making a decision? Listen, you could go to a coffee shop. You could do a flyer for you in a coffee shop and say, listen, catch up on coffee. Coffee and coins. Right? I can brand for days, guys, as you can see. All right. I'm an expert when it comes to branding. I love branding. Right? You could do anything you want. You don't need the permission. You don't need permission. You're your own business person. Why haven't you made a move yet? Why haven't you put yourself forward yet? Why haven't you, even if it's organized something? And, one of the things I did when I did my first event, I had my mentor there to support me just in case there were questions that I didn't know the answer to. And we're so blessed here that we have so many individuals willing to help us. At the time, I didn't. And after 3 months in, my mentor quit. And so I was like, right, okay, I need to be that mentor for my team because I don't want them to feel like the way I feel. I didn't have a group chat. I didn't have a team that I could join into. I didn't have a mentor's mentor. The mentor above my mentor was Austin Gotzi and then Matt Rosa. There was no group, nowhere to put me. And so I decided that I had to be that person that I wanted in my life until I could attract those big boys to come and mentor me. It wasn't easy. It was tough. There was times I had questions to ask. I didn't have anyone to turn to. I'd be DMing people and they wouldn't respond. We are so blessed that we have not just Gary or Dr. Marcia, but we have a group of people that we could ask questions to. We have a group of people that would speak back to us. Guys, for about 2 years, I had no one speaking to me. I was pouring, with no one up there to talk to. No one up there to ask advice. No one up there. I remember saying to the guy that brought me in when we first started, before he left, I was like to him, I've upgraded to IBO. Is that right? He was like, boy, I don't even know. Read the handbook. He didn't even know because we were still new. He didn't know. I didn't get 2 and 3 because I enrolled 2 people and upgraded to IBO. I messed myself up. So I never even got 2 and 3 because I didn't even know that 2 and 3 had existed. I don't want to tell you this. It took me 7 months to place a live trade because I had no direction. I was figuring it out. I was in the back office. And back then, we didn't have IM Center. A harmonic scanner took an hour and a half to load up. So I had to load up the harmonic scanner an hour and a half before my session. That's the only product we had. We didn't have colors. We didn't have DeLorean. We didn't have all these fancy stuff. We only had harmonic scanner and one educator, Christopher Terry. And so we all had to wait up because it was USA time. We were sitting up till 3 o'clock in the morning waiting for Christopher Terry to call the trades for the week. That was it. How we are so blessed right now to have educated. We're so spoiled for choice. And guys, I'm nothing special. If I could hit chairman in just over a year, what could everybody else do with the right resources, the right support, the right information, the right encouragement, people that's ready to close for you and run opportunity calls? I was running opportunity calls myself in my first 3 months. There was no one to ask. There was no one to ask. Now ask yourself, would you have survived if you came in and none of these people on this call was here right now? Are you that leader that say, listen, despite what's going on, I can lead the people. I have a vision, that I have thick skin and I have strength, I have desire, that nothing around me, nobody quitting can stop me from going to where I want to go. If I followed the people that quit, I wouldn't be here right now. How did I do it? Through events. How easy is it to speak on stage to 100 people than it is to call individually 100 people to get them on a Zoom? How easy is it? You speak to 100 people, guess what? And you tell those 100 people to come back next week with 3 people each. You've now tripled your organization in a week. So you leverage your relationships. So I started off in my house. I was like, next month, we're going to be in an event space. I think it was about 15 people that showed up to my house. 12 of them enrolled. And I told them, come back. We're going to get a little room in the library. Could only hold about 50 people. And all those 12 people, they all bought 3 people each. And I invited some more. And we packed out that. Boom, Platinum 1000 was done. Guess what I did again? I told all those people in the room, listen, we're going to do another one. And I want you to come back with your people as well. And now we're building from event to event to event to event. That's how you go chairman. That's how you go chairman, by building from event. So it doesn't matter if you start small with 12, because those 12 are going to triple. And that's going to triple, and that's going to triple. What happened was during COVID, the lockdown, we're now building, and then we get told no rooms. Now we're online. And so now on the call, we're saying come back with somebody else, but it's not the same. It's not the same as having somebody in the room where you can smell them and you can feel the power. And so now we're back outside. And I've launched my tour. Now, I was thinking about what worked before, and I remember when we had an issue with, and I tell you this, if you haven't been kicked out of a venue, you ain't chairman yet. We've been kicked out of so many venues, it's unbelievable. I mean, we got told off because the venue that we did at the school, we ended up, enrolling the security guard who no longer works at the school, and they told us that we were just destroying their, their infrastructure. We got kicked out of so many venues, it's unbelievable. So because of that, the only venues that were available were a little bit expensive at the time. I was a Platinum 1000. I didn't have that much money coming in. And so I decided to launch the living room tour. So I would go to, say, somebody's living room and they would invite all their people. And I'd go there, I'd close them. But when I closed them and they enrolled, I'd say, right, the first 5 of you that enroll, I'm going to come to your living room as well. Let's book it in the diary. And so when they would enroll on that day, I'd get their commitment for what day I'd come to their living room, and they would invite their friends to their living room. And I went from living room to living room, from living room to living room. It got to a point where my PA, who, God bless her soul, Marion, she's retired in Trinidad. She's retired from this business. She's gone to Trinidad. She's like, Nikki, you have fun. You're younger than me. I can't do no more. So you have fun. She's gone. She's enjoying life in Trinidad. Bless her. I miss Marion. Such an amazing woman. And she was booking out the diary. She said, Nikki, you need break. You need a break. You can't. I'll be going 3 living rooms in a day sometimes. On a Saturday and Sunday, I'll be in 3 living rooms on a day, going from living room to living room. You see, when you're hungry for something, you don't make excuses. You just go and get the stuff done. I had a laptop. I'd go and connect it when I got there. I would show the vision, show the plan, and people were enrolling. People were enrolling until the day came when we could afford that venue. And I packed it out. I said, listen, we're going to pack it out. I was telling Pam today earlier that we had this venue. And I said, listen, this venue, I'm investing my whole P1000 check on this venue. And I booked it out. That day, I don't know if Gary, you were in yet. I don't think you were, but that day was a day to remember. I enrolled 37 personals at that event. We had over 60 people enroll. There was a line outside the door of people enrolling. My team did not know what an event was about because they'd all done living room tours, that they didn't really book that much. I didn't care because I was booking mine. They were about to see me book. And so I was telling them, promote. They didn't really take it seriously. They didn't really know what was going on. And that was the day the Holy Spirit just downloaded something in me and was like, this is the way you're going to close from now on. And I went to the room and I shut the room down. God showed up. And I said to people, listen, the first 30 people that enroll, I'm going to mentor you personally. I tell you this, the way people began to run, they were running over to me for me to enroll them, begging me for the link. I had to say, okay, stop, everyone line up. Let's get an ordinary line and we're going to do one at a time. We put tables at the back and people were sitting there with their laptops with my link because these are all my personals and they were enrolling them like, darn, why didn't I bring more people? Why didn't I tell people to come? Why didn't I bring these people? Oh my God, Nikki, this is crazy. And people were enrolling till we got an email from IM saying we've maxed out one person's link of enrollments. I didn't even know that the maximum you could enroll in a day if you didn't email IM was like 10 people. So if you do 10 personals in one day, you get an alert from IM to say you've maximized your capacity. So you need to use a different link or you need to email them for 2 hours. I was like, 2 hours? Hell no. I got my grandma's link out. I start using my grandma's link. I start using my mom's link. While the rest of the team are like, oh my gosh, why didn't I bring more people? Why didn't I bring more people? 37 personals in one day. You know, some of the other team enrolled 1 or 2. We had over 60 individuals enroll on that day. That day I hit Platinum 2000 instantly, from a Platinum 1 straight to Platinum 2000 at that event. And then I was like, guys, we're going to build to another event. Let's come, bring your people to another event. And I just built from event to event to event to event to event. After about 3 events after that, we were chairman, right? In the midst of a pandemic, we were chairman. We went from event to event. We booked out Deptford up until Excel. You know, I was about 30 people from chairman and I was like, oh, I wanted to be chairman by the time we had the Excel event, the convention in London. It just didn't happen. It wasn't God's thing. And then Isis Terry announced that the first 5 chairwomen will get a shopping spree with her and also will get $5,000 cash. I was like, this is why God didn't want me to hit chairman, because now I'm going to win this. And I was the second one to hit chairman, you know, the first chairwoman after that announcement. So I won a shopping spree in New York with Isis and I got $5,000 cash for being one of the first 5 chairwomen to drop since that convention. And so what I say to you guys is this: chairman is easy if you build from event to event. If you do the work and make sure, listen, I didn't care how many my team grew. I was bringing my personals. I knew I was hitting P2. I knew I was hitting P2. So now we're in a season where we went through the COVID situation, the pandemic, we had to do Zoom. I get excited. I'm like, we're now doing events again. Can you just see that we just packed out a venue of over 1,300 people in an event space? That was the biggest event we've ever packed out. Biggest. 1,300 maxed out, sold out, you know, a week before the event actually was due. So what do you think is going to happen next, guys? Now we're doing the tour. Now we're building from event to event again. And so we have Sunday, amazing, Manchester, Pam, we're going to bring this all the way home. And what you're going to do, Pam, is straight from your event, you're going to announce your next event, whether it be a Costa link up, whether it be a Starbucks link up, and you're going to build from event. Let this be the beginning, the trigger of your momentum. If you don't carry it on, your momentum will die out. You have to be the one to carry it on. I'm coming to kickstart your momentum. You carry it on. So now it's like, guys, those of you that get started today, you're going to be able to meet all the team. We're going to be in Costa on Tuesday. We're going to make sure that everyone's trading together. We're going to set up our trading Tuesday and everyone's going to come and make this money. Right? So now you're having culture, people linking up. Gary should have a team in Florida, a team in Manchester, a team in Birmingham, all having their own Traders Tuesdays all over the shop. Because now the excitement is there. Let me tell you this, you cannot control team momentum, but what you can control is personal momentum. So I create my personal momentum by going on tour, by speaking to the people. You guys don't have to do anything. I'm going out. I'm going to do what I'm doing. It's up to you if you come and follow me with me. You guys get what I'm saying? Personal momentum starts first, and then that's triggered by group momentum. And a lot of people depend on group momentum in order to make their personal momentum. You have to be the momentum that you want to see for the group, right? So now we're here, we've got the blueprint. Pandemic may have, shifted the blueprint a little bit, but now we're back outside. Don't get comfortable being thumb warriors. A lot of us like to love people with our thumbs, talk to people with our thumbs, engage with our thumbs, send our condolences by our thumb. We've become thumb warriors. And now we need to get back outside. Shake off being at home all the time and get back outside meeting people. Get back outside. Find out when the tours are. Find out the dates. You have family in Manchester, send them down. Make sure you got your link ready, right? Because they will be enrolling. I tell you, the way the spirit moves on me in events is different to Zoom calls, guys. People are begging for the link to get started. This is no game. So if you don't have anybody at the event in Manchester, you're playing yourself. You're really missing a trick. You want to make sure that you got people at that event. Then I think we're going over to Birmingham. We're over to West Palm Beach. Then we got New York. We want to make sure that we're not the one. When you guys see the clothes, remember, I'm only there for a day. When you guys see the clothes, you're going to say, I should have invited such and such. Why didn't I invite such and such? Oh my gosh, she would have been good if she heard that. That's similar to get them in the room. Don't have the pain of regret. And don't do a broadcast. Pick up the phone and invite people personally. You'll be surprised how the personal touch, they hear your excitement. Hey girl, listen, something I've been waiting for a couple of years now. Finally, finally she's on tour. Finally, we've been waiting 2 years for this. And we finally got her just for one day, right? I can get you in for free. You have to meet this woman. You've got to be there. She's literally going to be giving away the blueprint. And last time she did an event, she gave away money. Get in the room. Can I count on you? Are you definitely going to be there? Let's make sure we hook up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be there. Yeah. What's the dress code? Listen, just dress rich, girl. Just dress rich. Dress rich. Because they're going to be taking pictures. It's going to be an Instagram vibe. Make sure you dress rich. Set the scene. So before people even get there, it surprises me when people say, oh, they dropped out. How? You clearly didn't sell it to them enough if they dropped out. I mean, I would not miss a chance to meet a multi-millionaire. It just wouldn't happen. If I was broke and I needed to be in a room with a multi, you kind of sold it enough if people are just easily dropping out saying they can't make it. So you make sure that you edify the event to the point where people are going to be so upset if they have to not make it. And when you get to the event, when they're there, you make sure you give your guests the 5-star treatment. Don't let your guests be sitting up at the back. Make sure your guest is sitting next to you at the front. Don't be sitting around the whole team. It's not a team event. It's for your guests. Bring your guests to the front. Let your guests have the environment. Introduce your guests to the speakers. Make sure your guest feels welcome. Don't leave them at the back because you want to sit next to your friends. And you can talk to your friends in a group chat anytime. But this is a business opportunity. This is a business meeting. So you come there smelling fresh. Make sure you got your aftershave on or your perfume, smell rich, look rich. Dress up. If you wear lipstick, put your lipstick on, and you come to that event ready to get excited. You're going to hear some of my same jokes. Laugh as if it's the first time you heard it, because it is time to just be, you're hearing it for the first time. This is the first time you're hearing it, right? So you want to make sure that experience for your guests is a first-class experience, that they are hearing this information and they see your excitement and they ride off your excitement. You got to come with the energy. You got to come with an expectation that your guest is going to enroll. When it's finished, don't be like, do you want to join? It's like, no, you go. You ready to go? Like, this is crazy. Like, oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm fired up. You come in Barcelona. Listen, I got my Barcelona ticket. I'm going to Barcelona. You have to be the energy, okay? Because they don't understand it. So you have to be that energy. Let them ride off your energy. So this is how an event should be, guys. It's exciting. But an event is your business. Event is your door open, your business door open, right? So I really want to encourage you, if you haven't already booked out for these events, make it happen for yourself. I'm excited. I'm really going to turn up in Manchester. It's the first one on the road, and I really get excited on the first ones. I'm also going to be doing, of course, a P600. I believe that Pam's organizing a P600 and above dinner. So this is going to be exciting for those of you that are P6s. I will be in the room, God willing, so we can really chop it up and have some intimate conversations. And it'll be great to take pictures with you guys as well, and that you can leverage on your pages. So if you are a P600 and above and you want to qualify for that, get yourself in that room, because I'm excited about it. I love those moments. Those moments are life-changing. Those moments you're not going to hear certain things that you hear at the dinner in the event. That's real talks. That's where you can really, really be able to, I believe that my success and the information that I've learned along the way has come from those little chats, has come from those little, I had breakfast with China one day in Dubai, and it had changed my life, right? I remember one time, you know, I could go on forever, guys, right? I've been in David's house. That chat has changed my life. You know, driving David's Rolls Royce has changed. That has changed you can't learn that in the back office. So you don't want to miss out on opportunities because you couldn't call 3 people to invite 3 people. That is crazy, right? When you go into the grandchildren in 20, 30 years time, and you say, well, there was a dinner with this wealthy, I could have been with her, because guys, I'm not being funny. I'm going to be, I'm a major name. I'm a brand. I'm a household brand. I am, right? I know I am. And so in 20, 30, 40 years, you're talking to grandkids, you're going to be able to say, listen, I had dinner with her. No way you had dinner with Nikki. Yes, I had dinner with Nikki. Or you're going to say, I had an opportunity to have a dinner with Nikki, but I didn't do what was required, so I didn't get an invite. You got to get out your head and into your bag. Whatever means necessary. And I say that because I know the calling over my life is great. I know that God has got some big things planned for me, and anyone connected to me has that blessing as well. And so I'm excited for this group, because you guys have the biggest opportunity for momentum, because you have the most events booked. You guys have taken the opportunity to book the most events. All right. So use your mentor, use Gary to close, use Dr. Marcia to close, use Pam. You know, me and Pam chop it up daily. I have a personal relationship with Pam. Use these individuals, because everything they do is, you know, and Dr. Marcia as well. We speak almost every day, if not multiple times a day, as well as Gary. And anything they do is in alignment with the way that I lead. And so you have access to these individuals. Do not take it for granted, guys. I didn't have it when I was, you know, moving up the ranks. Now I get mentored by the best: Austin Godsey, Jason Brown, Matthew Rosa, and of course, David and China. I mean, who else would you want to be mentored by? But that took work. It took leverage. And they work with people to get results, right? So I hope you've been inspired. I hope you are excited about these events coming up. I hope you are just ready to turn it up for yourself. It's all possible, guys. You are your own limitation. So get yourself out of your way and just go all out. I'm really excited for this group. You know, I'm really, really like, I hope you guys can see into the future like I see into the future. I see so many chairmen coming out of the DYL crew. It's unreal. Like the energy that you guys give is just amazing. The love, the support to each other, and just to hear how you guys supported Gary during that time of, you know, promotion, just warmed my heart. You know, that's what it's about. Seeing the vision. So many of you that see the vision and just run with it. You know, don't worry about what your back office is saying. Don't worry what your trading account is saying right now. Don't worry about all that. You got to live in your future. Don't live in the past. Live in the future. Speak life over your business. Speak life over the contacts. Get rid of any negativity. Don't tell yourself you can't make it. Don't tell yourself you're not going to be able to be. You know, I had somebody right now to quit their job so that they could attend these events. That's how much belief they had. We had a lady enroll yesterday. She used her rent money to enroll. That's how big she sees this opportunity in Jamaica. She said, listen, I'm gonna make this work. And she's been on the phone with me so many times already, because she's like, I need to hit P600 to pay my rent. Otherwise I'm gonna be evicted. That's how sometimes you gotta put yourself in a sink or swim situation to be able to really get there. But remember, this isn't an overnight thing, but you can turn it on just like that. You can decide to go from 0 to hero. You can decide to blow up your phone book. You can decide to put out a flyer. You can decide to bring the momentum anytime. You don't have to wait for it. You can decide now. Make a decision and just say now. It's now. Now. Someone type in the chat now. You can switch it on just like that. She did. She saw the opportunity and she's like, yo, if I can do this, it's all dependent on your work ethic. No boss needs to give you chairman. No, Christopher Terry doesn't have to authorize it. You just do it. You do it and it's done. No one else is in control of it. It's now. So thank you, Gary, for having me on. It's been an honor to be here with you and, you know, this amazing, beautiful family that you have. It's nice to see so many faces and the camera's on. And thank you for having me, Gary. I hope I haven't gone over my time, but thank you so much. It's been a blessing and an honor to be here. Thank you, Dr. Marcia and Pam and yourself, Gary. It's a pleasure. It's awesome. 2022 has arrived. 2022 is already finished and we have, you know, multiple chairmans. I know you have your project of 1,000 people to come out of here, multiple chairmans coming out of DYL. It's already done. Let's get excited. Let's celebrate. Let's go.
You can unmute, guys, and say thank you to our Chairlady100.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate so much.
Appreciate it. Inspiring. Thank you.
Love you, Nikki.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
Bless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh,
listen, we've got to get this done now. We've got Manchester on Sunday. I'm going up Saturday during the day. We're going to be networking. We're going to be finding some people. We're going to bring them into that venue and max it out on Sunday. Then we're over to Florida. Just got my tickets booked today. So anybody you know in Miami, in Florida, in New York, wherever, just get them in. Then we've got, hopefully, we've got Wells being booked up in Lincoln. We've got Eva on the call here. There's just so much happening. As Chairlady Nikki says, we have the most events booked already in the whole team. So I'm blessed about it. This is all you guys stepping forward, say, I'm going to host a meeting. These events are going to grow your business. We've done it before, Pam, in the past with our previous organization, events literally every week, every month. Now we're doing events every day online, but now we're going live. So Chairlady Nikki, I thank you. We're going to lock this down. I want to wrap this up. We've done the recording. I'm really proud. Everyone, and I really pay honor to everybody in the team that's really pulled the stops out to help myself get to Platinum 2000. Now that means I can help every one of you do the same and beyond and beyond. And you guys can overtake me. And I challenge you guys. You can do that. This is such a level playing